Good afternoon. Welcome to Trade with Cam. It's 1 p.m. We're here for the New York Open, and we're going to press the button and pick the first of those trade cards. It's a buy, so the market is thinking that it's a buy. We've had lots of excitement, which I'll share with you in a second, over what's happened since we last were here. Here we go. So the market has been absolutely smashing it out the last few hours. So we have these huge falls. Yeah. And we were here for this, really cashed out, made a lot of money. This one here. So I stayed over. So if you kind of traded lots and lots of really good trade cards, very profitable. So we've got now 1 p.m. is open. It's selling. So the market's selling. We have this big rise here again, 1240. Decent. And it's coming back. Okay. So we live on the 1 minute, which is where we are. Just open this door. It is very, very, very. Oh, I'm really sorry. I haven't shared my screen with you. I thought I had. Just go over that. So the hours have been heavily selling. We were in that. Didn't do much sort of from 8 o'clock onwards there. So that hour was very fruitful for us. So we did really well. And I stayed with you a little while. So if you carried on selling, did really well. I did. And so then it's been buying. So this 1 o'clock, it's just open now. Let's see what it's doing. It's done nothing for the first minute or so. So the market's probably wondering now. Falls over 1%, oil pump jumps. Trump says Iran peace deal is over. So Trump is now saying the problem with that is that he changes like the weather. So nothing that he says can be relied upon. That's not your politics or anything like that. I don't care about any of these politics. But you can't rely on anything this man says about anything. I certainly don't. So I'm going to take a trade card in about 3 minutes time. Yes, 3 minutes. And we proceed. So I'm here for the rest of the afternoon in terms of I'm here till 3 o'clock with you. We're going to trade the market. We're going to trade gold. And you can follow along with me. So it's never easy to trade. But if you observe the basic rules, if you observe the basics of trading and you follow the step-by-step approach, make it as mechanical as you possibly can, and that will really help you. Okay, all of those things will really help, and that's the essence of trading. So the problem is that we have too many emotions involved. Those emotions kind of, what can I say, they don't always help, right? We either bravado and we go too far, or we go the other way, doom and gloom, and then we go too far that way. So one way or another, we're going too far with those, right? So I'm going to wait another couple of minutes. So I'm just going to finish off my lunch, which I really enjoyed, and see what goes. So this morning I did, excuse me, about 5% on my account, but 2-3 really big trades. Yeah, 2%, and then 1%. So really a big day in terms of trading. You could have had those. You were with me. That was from 10 till 11, 9 till 10 and 10 till 11. So now we're looking at the market, see if it can sustain the rise that it's had. I'm not sure if it can, but we don't know, and we don't often care, to be honest with you. So what we do care about is protecting capital, no matter how much it is, and having just 1 second. I'm gonna finish my delicious protein yogurt. Become very partial to these, so I treat them as dessert, and usually have dessert at lunchtime rather than in the evening, which suits me better. So 4 minutes past. We've got 1 more minute before we take the next trade card. So forming this kind of flag pattern up here on the 1 minute. On the 5 minutes, clear to see what actually happened. It did that, came back, and incidentally, at 1 o'clock, it was a buy trade card, so pretty right. Although I didn't take it, and I don't, because we just come on. I want to check the market and see where we are with it. Okay, it's very easy to get caught up and be pressing the button without really thinking about things. So, Wednesday, the 8th of July. Wonderful. I thought it was Tuesday still. Wonderful thing about being in the business that I'm in is that you don't often kind of worry about going to work anywhere or being anywhere. I just have these 2 times at 10 o'clock and 1 o'clock. I'm here with you guys, and that's really the essence of what we do. I'm really pleased with what goes on. Here we go. So sorry I missed that. So 1 minute buy, nice big opportunity to buy into the market. Let's just have a look. So took that with you. So if you took it, let me know. If you didn't, let me know. So there's a big wick up here, even on the 5 minute. And that's it there. Afternoon, Edwin. Hope you're well. Hope you had a good morning and traded this morning. So 4070 is the mark we're looking for in terms of TP1 on this trade. So be patient, set your stop loss, set your take profits according to the trade card that we've got. See where we sit. Struggling a little at the moment. That's what your stop loss is for, okay? In profit. Nice. So it's nowhere near the day's height. It's only near this one here. So if we look at the wider picture, it's come from all the way there. If we look at the hours, there's plenty of room if it's going to be playing this. Could and it couldn't. Oh, that's great. That's your honesty. I really appreciate that. And that's where, you know, it is what it is, isn't it? And sometimes you need to be careful. You really need to be careful in how you trade. And that really makes all the difference. Just looking at my you know, this is the market. Try not to get into the habit of chasing it. Try keeping some of your profits. Right? Because that's what you don't need to be doing. Don't chase the market. If you've got what you need out of it, stay out. And this morning you could have done. Okay. So like I said, it's struggling a little. But that's what drawdown's for. So as long as, yeah, good. You're up overall. You're trading, you're up overall. That's what we want to see. Yeah, that's what we want to see. If you're trading and you're up on these new trade cards because you've just started, Edwin, well done. Really good for you. So you should be in profit now. Okay, 68, 70 is TP1, but you don't need to wait around for that all the time, okay? But a little bit earlier, you've got decent profit showing. Yeah, and you think, you know what, I'm not sure about this trade, or time's running out in terms of it's 9 minutes past already. And there's nothing wrong with pressing the button on a small profit, okay? Profit's profit. So it's about to hit TP1 on that trade. Yeah, I'm going to take that. It's a great start to the afternoon. 10 past, time for the next refresh. Still buying. A little bit more sure this time. That's TP1 on the old trade. Yeah, I'm not taking this one simply because I'm just busy. Yeah, my electrics are back on. They're doing a superb job. So they were wallpapering and took all the lights off and everything else and needed the electrics to be off. So my electrics are back on, so we have full service. Thank you for bearing with me this morning and thank you for asking. It's really good. So as you can see, market is rising ever so slightly. So we hit TP1 on the last trade, and this should be TP1 on this one. So a little bit higher entry points. So this is the good part about sometimes keeping a trade open. As long as the stop loss is above your entry point, if the market is going to rise much more, you get a much better entry. Okay, and then you just keep it. That's how I got like 250 pips and 300 pips this morning. Just kept the trade open. So we call it trailing the stop loss, and it works really well. That's TP1 now on this last trade card. So that's 2 out of 2. Taken 2. We've taken 3 actually, if you count the 1 o'clock one. So every one of these has been a winner. Heading towards TP2. Markets being beautifully playing today. Just absolutely been a pleasure to trade. So just reaching that high there, may reclaim a little bit more. So it's sitting at TP1. So again, you could have had profit, okay? The rest is up to you guys. I took a little bit of profit on the last trade. I did 5% this morning, so certainly don't need any more gains in terms of trading. So TP1s are good enough. So was 40.40 the bottom for today? Was that it? And when I spoke with Mrs. J, she was saying, let's see what reaction is at 40.40. If it breaks through that, and it'll go down a little bit more. How she knows these things, I have no idea. So you could have had, you're in profit. Whether you take it or not is another matter, okay? If you're new to this, scan that QR code and you can have access to the light machine learning trade cards. It's a simplified version. It's not the full fat version that we use. For that, you need to be in our community and open an account and fund it with our broker and trade it. So New York's having a think. Maybe more selling to come, or there may be just a case of recovering from. So the day is selling. The hours are 3 hours of buying now. So it may go to 50% of this candle here, somewhere around here, 40.87 before it starts coming back again. We may just carry on up. The beautiful thing is it doesn't really matter to us. So New York's moving very gingerly. Maybe they're waiting for the Fed minutes to come out, but that doesn't happen until 7 o'clock. So we'll have a very frustrating and slow afternoon if that's the case. So back on the way out. So looking to break through that previous high over there that you can see on my chart on the left. I think once it breaks through, we might have a little bit more freedom. It's sat at TP1 plus for ages, easing back. So always book your profits or move your stop loss to better than TP, better than break even, sorry. So you get a defined outcome, which is a guaranteed win on trade. 13, 15, let's see what happens. Now we need to be careful now. Still a buy, 73% confluences are the indicators saying. So still good. I'm going to take that. And profit straight away. Yeah, TP1. Got to be looking at this stuff. Got to be quick. Just easing back a little. Strong at 73%, direction confidence. TPs are 72, 74, 76, 79, 82. So it's just ranging in that really, really tight range at the moment. So you'll be in and out of profit to that trade. It hit TP1. Okay. Let's see if it breaks through this time. If it does, it might be a good profit to be had off these trades. So the data's pointing to a big rise all the way 100 pips up the road from here. But the actual market itself isn't pushing up until then. So let's see on the 5 minutes where we're at. So now there's nothing here. It's cleared this one. Yeah, could go to 82, which is Confluencer saying that. Sorry, why do we call it Confluencer? The trade card saying that. 73, heading towards TP2. There's TP2. Right? And when we hit TP2, our job is done. Okay, it's up to you whether you hold it, what you do with it, and how far you take it. It's your trading. So 74 gave you TP2. It's doing it again, heading further up. Nice. There you go. TP3. TP3. If you're having difficulties making money, give me a shout. You've clearly got your technique a little bit wrong. There is a guide I'm putting out for you next week. So I'll be inviting people that want it. I'm not going to publish it anywhere. It's my document that I use. I've just stylized it a bit, made it a little bit easier. So I just dropped my notes as to what I do. And nothing scientific about it. It's just that it takes you through a step-by-step approach. Haven't done the card yet. I'll do a card as well, so it's easier. You've got a reference card. Beautiful. That's TP3. Yeah. It's no accident that we hit these. Okay. Okay, so you could have had the profit, eased back. Doesn't mean it's not going to go back. So if you're still in the trade, your stop loss should be better than break even. Okay. Just having a little think. See what it wants to do. So did you take your profits? 20, next trade card. This will be revealing. See what the data is saying. Buy, 74%. TP5 is 84 this time. So further out than TP5 was last time. So still strong buying, but if you, let me just get back to one. Yeah, so you should not be entering on a red candle for a buy, okay? So we had nice profits on that. Rising again now. It's a good entry point. I took that as a second trade. Still in my first one. So this, as I spoke to you before, we keep a second trade as a runner. So first one goes into profit, take a reasonable profit on that, on your worst entry. Or if it doesn't quite make it where you want it to, get rid of them both and you've got a profit that you would have had on one superb trade. Yeah? Both in profit. So struggling a little bit here. Patient, be patient. So you should have had your profit on the other trade, or you should be in a stop loss that was better than break even. Might have taken you out, but I should have given you profit. Isn't this amazing? Love what we do. Absolutely love it. Your destiny's in your own hand. No boss, no marketing, no sales, no website, no advertising. Absolutely brilliant. Love trading. Just you and the market. And now we've got these tools. Just absolutely incredible. So it slipped back from its high that we did with TP3 on that last trade. So we've seen some retracement, which is normal. So you saw it there, saw it there, saw it there, saw it there. Okay. So look at these patterns on your chart. See what the market does over and over and over again. So looks like a big sell on the 5 minutes, doesn't it? I'm going to slight drawdown on both my trades now. If I had a really good day, have 5%. If I have to give up a 1%, 2%, it doesn't bother me. I don't care. One of my traders messaged to start in our break. Done 10% for the week, Cam. Finished for the week. 10% is the target. Done. Thank you. Yeah, that's done on Wednesday morning. Yeah, she's got Thursday and Friday free. No more trading. I want you guys to get to that position, right? Set your targets, hit them in 2 days, 3 days, have the rest of the week off. Going down quite a bit now, 24 minutes. We've got 1 more minute before the next trade card. So maybe the market's coming back. Maybe New York's decided it wants to sell. We do not know. And we don't really, shouldn't affect us, shall I say. Okay? Shouldn't affect us at all. "25 minutes. Let's push the button to refresh. Hope you're all with me. A buy, but lower. When I mean say lower, TP5 is at 79 instead of 84. 59% direction confidence. So it's kind of at the edge of where I am, but I'm still in those two trades. So what I want is now for them to go up a little bit, go in profit, get out, done. Yeah, let's see what the market brings this afternoon. Yeah. Edwin, don't use the word but. Yeah, I'm up. Don't be surprised. You know how to trade. You just didn't have the tools. Yeah. Slow and steady wins a race. We'll make some money. So market's being very slow right now. Very, very slow. That's TP1 if you took that trade. Yeah, 40.70, it's TP1. Thank you to all of you that subscribe to the channel. Over 800 traders follow us now. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. I'm watching my own trades, by the way. That's why I'm over there. Not ignoring you guys. Any questions? Pop them here. Anyone wanted to know whether my lectures were on? Yes, they are. As I said earlier. So market is struggling a little, very quiet now. This period, the afternoon doesn't mean it won't go like this, as it did this morning. It's on fire between 9 and 11. That's TP2. If any of you are still in from previous trades, you should look to break even and push out. Get rid of those trades if you want. This could, of course, push all the way through past that 77 that it did earlier. We don't know. As long as it serves you, as long as you get what you want, that's all that matters, okay? The market is the market. It doesn't care about us, okay? Just doesn't care. I think gold is something in the region of 200 to 300 billion every day. The whole market is 7 trillion. Even with a few million quid would be nothing. So it's just teetering, just sitting there, not doing much at all at this moment in time. Can't decide. Looks like New York still wants to take it up a little. Might want to take it up a lot. Might just have a little think and a pause. 29 minutes, one more minute. And we get our next trade card. So we take 12 an hour. So there's plenty of opportunity. Don't have to be in every single trade. Don't feel comfortable. It doesn't meet your criteria. Go and enter. Okay. Nobody's forcing you to press the button. It's on you. You're in charge. Got no boss telling you what to do. You trade for yourself. You keep all the money, but you don't trade by yourself. You're trading with me. Trade with Cam, trading with all these people. As I said, over 800 traders follows now. There you go. That's TP3 on that particular trade. Pulled back. So it went to TP3, came straight back. This is why we put in stop losses and take profits, because it's far too fast for us to do it manually. Yeah, it's coming back again. There she goes. So it's a buy at 30, but it wasn't the strongest. The market still looks as if it's buying. Could have had TP3, that little spike that we had a minute ago. So if you set it at TP2 or TP1, that would have triggered that, and you'd be out of that trade. And then you're ready for the next one. You know, you could take a TP1 literally 10 times every hour. If you went into all 12 trades, you could probably take TP1 most of them. Okay. So it's struggling a little, it's ranging, it's not doing much. See where she goes. In the meantime, I've got 3 more minutes if we look at the next trade cards. It's quite deep, that drop for where we are. It's absolutely nothing. It's 10 to 20 pips, but yeah, I think you know what I'm saying.
Where's the screw box? You got it?
So it's dropping, it's back again now. So maybe this is the push up it's looking for. Sitting at 70, 40, 70. I've got 2 more minutes before we see the next trade card. What the trade cards are doing is, it's like somebody analyzing the market for you and presenting you with information every 5 minutes. Up to us to act, but that's basically what it is. Yeah, takes millions of data points and presents us with an idea of where the market could go based on probability and percentages of probability. Totally scientific, unemotional, every 5 minutes. Doesn't go to the toilet, doesn't have a bad day, doesn't have haircut appointments, dentist appointments, doctor's appointments. Yeah? We need to appreciate the technology that's at our hands for free. Yeah. That's the problem with summer is flies, obviously. So it's just ranging in that very, very, very tight range. Hasn't decided which way it wants to go. pushes up slightly, comes back. So that was TP2 on that particular trade. 73 is TP3 on the last trade card. It's 35 minutes past. Let's go where it's at. Buy, much stronger now. Yeah. So the indicators are saying it's a buy. That's what the market data is coming up with. Let's see what she does. Trust you're all enjoying the new heat wave that we have. Oh. Let's come right back. The market is not really doing anything. Yeah. We've had some TP2s and TP3s. Don't get me wrong, we're making profit. There's no massive direction, it's just ranging. And you could have made a decent profit in a lot of trades. Certainly TP1s and 2s. They're coming back. Still in both of those trades that I took earlier. Going either nowhere. So either in a small profit or a small loss or a break even. So just I will get out of them in a small profit. Yeah. With scalpers, I don't like hanging around too long unless it's an overnight trade. That's a different story. But let's shut that door. Save you a bit of that whatever they're doing now. We're hoping for a quieter day. Mostly we've had it, apart from the fact that they needed to turn the electrics off this morning, which gave us a little bit of a difference. Cash flow stories, thank you so much. Do we know you? Do I know who you are? I obviously don't know anybody called Cash Flow Stories. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. It gets a little bit lonely here, so feedback is amazing. Okay? Always nice. And if there's anything you want me to cover, if there's anything you're stuck on, let me know. I'll try my best. If I know it, I'll talk about it. If I don't know it, I'll tell you I don't. I won't BS you about anything, but genuinely don't know it. And if I make a mistake, tell me, and I'll put my hands up. Yeah? Nobody's infallible. We're here to trade together, okay? Got beautiful people commenting. Got a gentleman from Hawaii yesterday. Got a lot of regulars now. Over 800 traders followers. Absolute pleasure. My absolute pleasure to serve you guys. Twice a day, Monday to Thursday. You don't need to see previous scorecards. Don't worry about that. Yeah? You can keep refreshing and asking for a new one rather than to just keep going down. I didn't bother doing that. And I'm quoting you, Edwin, just from memory as to what was happening last time. And what I do is before I refresh, I took a look at TP5. So it's 85 at the moment. So when the next one is stronger, I'll be a good memory for being present. Yeah. So what I do is, what I'm going to say to you is that I look at the direction confidence and I look at TP5 and I just make a mental note of those. You could write them down if you really wanted to. You've got 5 minutes to do that. And I do that. And then because I'm looking for, is the market more confident going up or less confident than it was 5 minutes ago? So that's the rolling interest in where the data's going, where it's taking us. And then when, like this morning, the selling was getting deeper and deeper and deeper, I could be braver and braver and braver. That's how I got 2 trades, one at 300 pips and the other one at about 250, 270, something like that. Right, and I'm not trying to impress you with that. It just gives you an idea of where you can take this stuff. Right? So market rising, 72. So if it goes through this, we would have a really, really nice profit. We've had some really nice profits this afternoon anyway. So I'm going to refresh now. So that's 85 and 74. So press the button. It's 86. So when you immediately know that there's more confidence. 71% as opposed to 74, neither here nor there. Okay, 76 is TP1. Trying to break through this. Let's see if he does it. Just make a mental note, or now write down what TP5 is, or TP1, whichever we want. So have a notepad, preferably a diary. So it's struggling in terms of any direction at this moment in time. That doesn't mean we can't make money. Okay? So it's stuck in this little range here. Yeah, has been since 120. So just look, you see it. That's the box. I'm not going to draw it for you because then I'll have to get rid of it. And it distracts me from what I want to do, which is talk to you about trading. I don't want to draw boxes. Yeah, we don't need to. So market coming back a little now. Let's see what she wants to do. Looks pretty paralyzed, to be honest with you. It's not done an awful lot since we've been here for 40 minutes. Yeah, but we have had some profits. 2s and 3s. Yeah, TP1s, TP2s. We're at a TP. I'll just address that in a minute. Edwin? Right, close one of those 2 trades that I was in, get a profit, and I'm going to close the other one as well. Come on. Beautiful. There you go. Nice. I had 2 trades, both closed, both in profit. Thank you very much. Added another bit to my bottom line. Okay. So the trade SL is for this trade that we're in now. So it just says for this trade, this is where your trader stop loss should be for this trade. Hard is do not go below this, right? If it goes there, then you're going to lose a lot of money. So if it does that, then so that's the absolute bottom for you. So what we do, and again, I'll go over this with you, but I've got a bit more time. So if the market's retracing, so say for instance now, it starts coming down and comes down, goes past your entry points. It may even go past the trade SL. And if you want to then enter, because that's a great entry, you use your hard stop. Okay? So don't use it at this moment in time. Just, do what you need to do. That's TP1, TP2 on this particular trade. Hit, done. I got out of those just a little bit earlier, but that's fine. I've been in them for a little while. Yeah, brilliant. So TP1, just about TP2. If you take TP1s for now, especially as you're starting out with this system, Edwin, yeah, don't let greed take over, nothing else, right? Well done. I want you to make profit. I want all of you to make profit, okay? Let me just grab the door. Beautiful. Lovely market. $44, 1 more minute, and we take the next trade. Okay? Thank you for subscribing. Really appreciate it. Thanks for all your positive comments and your support. Okay, market continues to rise. So maybe it's finally getting going. 45, time for the next trade card. So Edwin, this is what we're saying. It was 85 or 86. It's 90 now. 41.90, so even stronger. So it thinks the market's going to continue to rise. I think up until about 4,100, we should be okay. So TP1 was 40.76 for you. It's 40.80 now. Okay, market's clearly seeing the data is telling us the market's going up. Okay. It will reverse at some point. It won't just keep, nothing keeps going forever. Okay. So look at the hour. Where are we now? A little wick now. That's just a little slip. So it's done. That's TP2. Yeah. That's TP2 done. Out here, 84, 85, 87 is sort of 50% retracement. So it could go there, come straight back. We don't know. Fantastic. Well done. Well done. Edwin, this is what I want you to just trade like this, okay? Beautiful trading. That's TP2 hit now. Heading towards TP3. See where she goes. As I was saying to you here, if it breaks through, I think it was this one we were struggling with. Yeah, this one. If it breaks through that, it'll go much higher, which is what it's doing. Yeah? It doesn't matter that it went too fast. It does. It does. Just set TP1s and take them. Okay? It's money. Money on the table. You can't have an account if you're taking money. Yeah? So it's back to TP1. It's TP2 again. Not in this trade, by the way. TP2. Magnificent trading. I really enjoyed it. It sat and didn't for so long. And all of a sudden, TP1, TP2, TP1, TP2, TP2, TP2. Brilliant. Every 5 minutes. I think the breather got a pullback there. Doesn't mean it's on its way down. We just look for the data. We don't have to think about this. You don't have to overthink it. Just going to shift back in the chair, actually. You don't have to overthink this, okay? Just take your time. If you traded with me this morning, your account should be considerably higher than it was when you started the day. Okay? But a nice hour of trading, one more hour with me, an hour and 10 minutes. Let's see if we can put some money in your pocket, okay? Merely providing you with education and guidance that you become a successful, profitable trader for gold. Okay? That's TP2 again. It's trying 50. Let's see. Refresh. Even higher. 93 is TP5. 79% confidence in that. I'm going to take that trade. Come on, with the plus sign. Sickening when that doesn't appear. Right. I'm in. Can't make money if you're not in the market. Okay? Can't learn to swim. Nice. 84's TP1. That little flag there is telling you that it's reaching the top. Just an indicator that I like. Just keep it from the old days. SL, trade SL every time. Wait till you're much more experienced to use the other one. 84, that's TP1. TP1 guys. Yes, trade SL. That's the one. That's the one, Edwin. Just keep asking all the questions, okay? Just don't ever change from that. Whatever questions you got, pop them in. As long as it's not rude. Just kidding. I know you won't be rude. There you go. So I was talking about this earlier. We've got this. It'll go to that. 88. 85. TP2. So that's on the 5 minutes. Not as noisy. So that's dropped down, back down to TP1. Let's do this. Let's do the 1 minute. We can't see the other parts of it, but let's do the 1 minute. Now, don't be afraid when it does this. Don't jump out the trade. If you've got these two trades. Brilliant. 84 and 86. Nice profit. Very nice. TP1 and TP2. Good. Like I said, you know how to trade, Edwin. As most of you do. Just haven't had the right guidance, the right tools. Okay, stick with me. Yeah. Give it a couple of years. We'll all be rich together. Nobody sees your account. Nobody knows how much money you have, whether you've got £200 or £200,000. And it's nobody's business, quite frankly. You keep hitting these TP1s and 2s 10, 20 times a day, you're going to be rich. So below TP1 now, so you'll probably be at break even. $53 minutes past. Got 2 more minutes before the next trade card. Beg your pardon. So you could have taken TP1, TP2 as Edwin did, or you could still be in the trade as I am. Not because of anything other than the fact that my TP was set a little bit higher to 5, and I didn't have the attention on it to close it at a decent profit. Yeah, that's all. Edwin, great way of thinking. Let me tell you that the value of that, of trading with me, is that we're not in the dark. The other thing is, Sometimes it's really not a great place to be in terms of when things are tough. Yeah, when things are tough, that it gets really hard on your acting. At least you've got to cut these. Yeah, you're not. Oh, but not. Yeah, you will understand everything quite quickly. Listen, you've been a trader before, right? Like I said to you, you just didn't have the tools. Now you got them. Yeah, beautiful. Now, yeah, lovely. I got that you're understanding. Yeah, we can decipher most things, my friend. But listen, I'm really pleased for you, because I know that you came on, you had the demo account, you weren't sure about what was going on. And then you had this amazing spider sense that blew accounts for you, but you thought it was incredible. Sorry, just kidding with you. I'm pulling your leg. I don't know whether I missed the trade card at 55. If I did, please forgive me. I'll press it now, see what it's doing. 94, still very high, still buying. Yeah. Well, look, that's the coaching part, right? That's the bit that I wanted to do. Okay, slip right back. That's the bit that I'm really happy about. The teaching and the coaching is my forte. I love doing that. Love sharing my knowledge. Love finding out things, right? It helps me grow as well. It's all the way back to 74, 75, which you can do. Yeah, I'm going to draw down now. I just forgot. So excited by Edwin and talking to you. So let's see what the minute's doing. Big drop there. Well, when I say big, 84, 76, yeah, about 80 pips coming back. Doesn't change the fundamentals, okay? Yeah, do you want to share how much? Right, if you don't, then don't. I'm not trying to push you. Yeah, let's not blow any more money, okay? Let's make money. Slow and steady wins the race. Yeah, you can turn a couple of £1,000 into £100,000 a year. £2,500 a year, diligent trading, £100,000, no problem. Then you start the following year with 50 grand. Take out 40, 50 grand. Yeah, keep it. So where does New York want to go from here? Just give me a shout if that's too loud. Problem is, if I shut the doors, if I open the doors, sometimes we have a bit of noise. But I don't want your enjoyment of what we're doing. Actually, I'll shut the door. Yeah, sometimes it's still a bit better, but should be coming to the end of our project in the next week. Yeah, a whole essence of what's doing is ask your questions, right? Ask your questions, 58. So it's eased back at the end of the hour. Let's see where we're at. So there you go, you've got our wick on there. Got that on the 5 minutes. You've got that on the 1 minute. Yeah, is it going to slip back a little bit more? Or is it going to start rising to where the figures are saying? Because the market does what the hell it likes, right? You have no control over that. Yeah, it's really dropped. Probably 100 pips off the top there. No, 72, 140 pips. That's what it can do. That's why you need to stop loss. That's why you need to take your profits when they're available. Okay. Let's see what the 2 o'clock trade card says. May go neutral because maybe the data's now caught up and it's maybe a little bit confusing. maybe it'll carry on buying. We don't know. Yeah, look, just come straight by. 2 o'clock. Let's see the trade card. Still buying 60%. 86 is TP5, so it's come down from 92, 93, whatever it was. Yeah, it's a little less confidence, but still buying. And remember, these are facts and figures. They're not somebody's emotion. Trade card, data. That's all it is. Thank you so much. See, when you work hard, you get taken care of. Apple and peanut butter, one of my favourite snacks. Take whatever, doesn't matter about 2 p.m. The thing is, does it meet the rules? So we took that, we had the trade card, but the market was dropping. So we don't enter a buy when it's selling. Red candle, don't take it if it's a buy. Green candle, don't take it if it's a sell. Take it now. Good. Just a matter of time. You get to know the patterns. I'm running commentary for you. So I'm like a sounding board for you. It doesn't matter if we disagree. There's no one solution to this. $76, I keep you one. Okay, I keep you one on that 2 o'clock trade card. I'll take that in a minute, that question. Somebody just asked me on WhatsApp, what does my day look like? What time does I start work? What time do I finish? I'm usually up around about 5 naturally, especially now it's light, weather's hot. So I'm up around about 5-ish. This morning was a little bit later, about 6. There's no alarm clock until 7. And I get up, do my personal hygiene, look at my trades, see where the market's going. And then I do Shadmin in the morning. I sometimes trade, but generally speaking, I'm doing meditation, prayer, and my thoughts. I'm getting stuff down, doing social media posts. So really, I'm very, very productive at that time in that way. And of course, 8 o'clock, I'm here with you guys till 10. Then between 10 and 1, I have my lunch. I have a bit of time with Mrs. J and anything else I need to do. Sometimes I need to nip out, and I do. And then I'm here again at 1 o'clock. And then by 3 o'clock, I want to be finished. So 3, I want to be off to the gym at 3:30, 4 o'clock, 5. It doesn't matter. Yeah, depending on what I have to have on. But in terms of trading, I want to really finish by 3 o'clock. Now, I never used to. Then sometimes if I've got time in the evening, I'll take it because trading's fun. I really enjoy it. And, there's nothing. That's TP2. So if you took that trade, like we're saying, at 2 o'clock, that's TP2 on that trade, heading towards TP3. So that's my typical day. Monday to Friday, 5 days a week, Saturday, Sundays, family time, my time. And that's it. And I forget what day of the week it is because I don't really need to go anywhere apart from the gym. I rarely meet people in real life, and I meet enough of you here. So I have a lot of client calls as well. We have a done for you system that basically plugs our trading system into your account. So we have a lot of clients that are in that now. And then we're trying to develop stuff. So I wrote the guide for you, which I'm going to let you have. I actually think about what I'm going to talk about with you guys. So that's kind of a typical day for me. Yeah, it's my full-time job. Or my full-time business, should I say. So 8 is TP3 on that trade. It's 5 minutes past. Let's take the next trade card. It's fast, right? Back to 91. 76% confidence. Yeah? 82 is TP1. So market expected to return to buying, not dropping to sell. You won't be entering now. Okay, just point of buying. Remember that. Market may not behave in the way the data is pointed. The data is always correct. Of course, geopolitical news and things outside the influence of data can affect it. So if you enter a trade now, this is when you use that hard stop. Okay, it's below the entry point. So if you think, I'm going to buy, I like it's a better entry, you use your hard stop now. It's a riskier trade to take, but also means the rewards can be bigger. I wouldn't try it right now. Number one is you made some money this afternoon, keep it. There you go. And if you're trading 4 hours with me, make sure you're getting plenty of water, plenty of nutrition. And 9 minutes plus. 1 minute away from the next trade card. Lovely. Beautiful food, beautiful diet, protein yogurt. When I joined you guys, apple and peanut butter, kind of like a non-sweetened mineral drink. Keep the electrolytes up, drink plenty of water. So yeah, hit SL, will do. Make it part of the business plan. Not nice, but and passed. Here we go. Buying 58%, a bit lower, a little bit too low for me. I'm already in a buy trade. So it's been here. Didn't quite get that low, hasn't got quite that low, so it's still pushing up. Remember, take your time. You don't have to be in every single trade, okay? Especially in the early days. Don't chase the market. So 10 past trade card was still a buy. That's TP2 on that card. Certainly hit TP1 or TP2. Oh, there you go, just goes back and does that. That's why you got to be quick. Yeah, take the money. Market's not really doing much. We had that drop there. Apart from that, not really. It's just meandering now. Ranging in a very, very tight range. So we've got about 45 minutes together this afternoon. Yeah, not been bad trading. No big massive hits like we had this morning. But that's fine. When it does those kind of movements, it will steady up for a while. Can't keep going at that pace. There's not that much liquidity in the market. And people have secured their positions. So this morning, Trump said the deal's off. And so, everybody's rushing around trying to, so an hour ago, that's what it was. Gold falls 2%. Trump says Iran ceasefire's over, including inflation worries. An hour ago, it was the same thing. Yeah, Trump's comments, Trump. That's all you ever get. Yeah? Doesn't this man ever get tired of talking? If he's not interfering with red cards and results of football, starting bloody wars everywhere, intimidating and threatening people, why don't he just shut up for a day? TP1 on that trade again. So there's money to be made, okay? All the time. Yes, you'll hit stop loss sometimes, but you've got to be in it. No, Ashwin. Nothing was like this before Trump was in power. Yeah? I think it's different before Trump got in power. Everybody else knew that if they said something, it would affect the market, so they kept their mouth shut. He knows it's going to affect the market, except he's insider trading, made $4 billion since he came to power. So he and his family make money from this thing. So he knows it's going to move the market, and he talks about it because that's exactly what the idea is. They didn't, because they knew they were going to move the markets. So the daily average used to be about $25, 250 pips. Yeah. So the moving average on a daily basis between $25,000 and $30,000. It's so easy to trade in comparison to now. The volatility now is absolutely off the charts. $200-300 movement. Look at today. Yeah, 40, 40, 41.34. Yeah, it's a $94 movement. $94. $94 is 940 pips. Yeah, and we used to get between 200 and 300 pips a day. So it just. But listen, that's over now. So we've got 2.5 years of this. Then we'll see what happens. I think we'll learn a lot from this. this presidency will teach everybody a lot about what presidents can and can't do, what they should and shouldn't do. He does put his hand in the boil a lot. Things like Europe not spending enough money on their defense, America contributing huge amounts to the World Health Organization in comparison to a country like China with around 1 billion people. America with like 360 million. They were contributing more. So it's the way he goes about it. I think Obama deported more people than Trump, but Trump just likes to make a noise about stuff. It's just the way he goes about stuff. So we're on the rise. That's TP1. Sorry, we've missed the 15 one. Let me just go there. You should be missing these. So 75 is TP1. So it's still neutral. Okay. So we sit on our hands for 5 minutes. So what I'm going to do with you, if that's okay, is remove that, and I'm going to show you. Share screen is where I wanted to go. There you go. Right, so talk to you now about this. Hold on. You can see that. So, what if you started with £1,000? 10,000 would be nice, and you did 2% a day. Very possible on a daily basis. For the next 2 years. So we do daily interest, but we don't trade every day. So we need to redo this again. We do it in GBP. And so we'll do £1,000 you start with. You're doing 2% a day for the next 2 years. You never add anything. You never take anything away. You don't trade every day. So you only trade Monday to Friday. And you're starting from tomorrow. So you funded your account today. Have a guess what you think that's going to be. Yeah, what do you think it'll be in 2 years' time? Yeah. I've done something wrong. Hold on a second. Include all of the week. No, 2 years. Oh, I've done yearly. Should be daily. Yeah. There you go. So you make £20 a day to start with, £20.40. Doesn't sound a lot. A lot of people get, oh, is that it? Yeah? That's 30 million quid in 2 years if you contributed that, if you did that every single day. £1,000, 1 day. This is what Raj was saying that he wants to have framed. So let's do monthly. So the first month you make 370, that's part month, yeah? 700, 1,300, 1,700, 2,500. At what point have you replaced your income? Yeah, by the end of this year, you're making £4,000 a month. This is the power of compounding. Nobody really knows it. Yeah, let's bring it down to 1%. Let's say you can only make 1%. Now, let's say you start with 500. Right? So July, make it. Let's say August, because that's the first. £400, £600, £1,200. So somewhere between February and March of next year, you've just sacked your boss. That's your earnings, 4,300. This is if you don't touch it and you do 1% every single day. Right? Get that? That's the power of compounding. That's the power. $19 minutes past. Market's getting really tight now. I'm not really going anywhere. Look at it. Just tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter. Yeah. It will break out somewhere. So 20 past, next trade card. Neutral. You can see it's neutral. Market's not going anywhere, not doing anything at all. Right. So talk to you about compounding. I hope you appreciate that. You got that. And if you want a link to that, I did put it on the other day. Let me see if I can do that for you again, so you can play around with that yourself. I'm just going to do that for you now, so bear with me. Copy. There you go. So you can see that for yourself. It'll pop up in a second. So copy that link. There it is. Copy that link. You'll see that calculator. I use it all the time. A lot of really successful traders use it all the time now with me. Market's just ranging, doing nothing. We had a neutral trade card, which means do nothing. We're the only people that you'll get that from. So you've got 5 minutes, have a toilet break, have a cup of tea, coffee, cold drink, water. Yeah, make sure you hydrate, read chapter 11, trading in the zone, the one thing, something that's going to really help you. Okay, we'll go back to trade cards on that screen, and we've got some time, 22 minutes past. So as you can see, the market's not doing anything, so it's totally understandable that we get a neutral trade card. Again, doesn't stop you from trading, but I wouldn't. And nobody says that to you. No signal provider ever says don't do anything, right? It's like press a button, press a button, press a button. Always encouraging you to press the button. Couldn't live with myself if I started doing that. So we wait. We've got 2 more minutes. Any questions you guys got? Ask away. It's a hot afternoon, isn't it? To slip to the bottom of that range, just here, there, yeah, just there. The little wick has it there, slip back. So not going through, looking to go through. I think it's looking to go through. Yep. Although we had a neutral trade card, so market is looking. Yeah, perhaps it'll bounce back. You never know. The great thing about the trade card is it pulls data in that you and I don't have access to, that we never think about, charts that we never think about. Indicators are great, but the history, it's what happened a minute ago, 10 minutes ago, not what's going to happen in the next minute, which is all what we want to know when we're trading. And sometimes what happens is it goes a little bit lower, it bounces off that, it starts off again, needs some liquidity. So market's rising again, 71. So we're at a neutral trade card, which means we do nothing. 1 more minute, we'll get the next one, okay? educate yourself, learn to manage your risk, learn to manage your stop losses, learn to manage your TPs, okay? Education, education, education. Trumps everything. In your subject. On trade gold, you're in the right place. That's all we do. Been doing it for 5 years, by the way. Not just something that a fad that we came up with, the idea. Let's trade gold. It's a sell. Yeah, we're finally in a market that's selling. So it changed character. Be careful though, you don't know. Okay? You don't know. Because sometimes it's selling you something, the data's pointing at it, might be a bit early. I've taken that as a sell. Yeah, 54%. And then it does that, but it's nothing. All the way down to 59. Edwin, the best thing to do is take it or leave it. Don't question it, because then you just things start happening in your mind. You start doing shall I, shan't I with yourself, or woulda, coulda, shoulda. Yeah. Once your business plan is that, you know what, I'm going to hit a few stop losses, then you're absolutely fine. And nothing matters. So we had a relatively weak sell at 54%, which Edwin pointed out, which is good. And so it's up to you to get into that. I don't normally get into those. I did. Because I think the market will slip through at some point. I can tolerate the stop loss to let it breathe. And I could be wrong. And it is what it is. I take that one on the chin. And if I have 7, 8 winning trades and a couple of losing ones, no big deal. It's within my tolerances. It's within my stop loss range. That's truly hot now. I can feel it, even with the window and the door open. Can't wait to get my downstairs. My house is much cooler than upstairs. So market coming down. 67 was TP1. 28 minutes, 2 more minutes to go. And then we've got about 30 minutes together. But you made some good money. It's a little bit hot. But you know what? You've got to expect more of this. Yeah, I've got to expect a lot more of this. There you go. TP1. Fortune favors the brave. Yeah. TP2. Let's look at the 5 minutes, see where it's going to go. So could stop here now. We're there. Come back a little bit. 67 will still give you TP1. Or it'll go all the way through. Go past here to there, then about there, and there, and it's back. Okay, let's retrace back. it's moving, even though you can't see it on. Actually, let's show you there. So you see a little bit more movement there. If you look on your MT4, MT5, it's going nuts within a very tight range. So Mark is beginning to stir. That's what I'm going to say to you. 30 minutes past. Let's see what she's saying now. Sell. 68% now. Okay, that candle's green, so don't enter. Wait for it to come back. So I don't enter a sell on a green candle or a buy on a red candle. Okay, my rules. You can make your own. You're welcome to do those or use mine, whichever you're comfortable with. So 68, 69 was the entry point. This is where it's sitting right now. Do you not mean the hottest summer moving forward, Edwin? You got coldest? Oh, look at that. Gone. That would have hit your stop loss and the lot. $32 minutes. That was incredible. Sat there, did all that, went down, data pointing to sell, and it wants to buy. Can't win them all. Yeah, we definitely need to plan for hotter weather, Edwin. Yeah. Definitely. Just the contractors having a bit of banter. 33 minutes, 5 more minutes for the next trade card. That wasn't the best one. It's probably early. Hey. Sorry? No, come on. Give me 2 minutes, guys. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just going to mute myself. Hey guys, I'm back. Sorry. Oh. Okay. I already have AC in part of the house that I need it. So no is the short answer. I'm refurbing upstairs. So I think the downstairs will all have it when we refurb downstairs. We've got it in part of the house at the moment, which is nice because you open the doors and all floods through. So market is 36. So I assume you took the it was buy. By the way, when it does a buy sell, be very careful because the data can be ahead or behind what the market's doing. So doing some quite strange things at the moment. Buying, selling, doesn't know where it wants to go itself. So TP1s are the order of the day if you get into trades. Yeah. So that was a buy, and that's a TP1. Okay. Sometimes it looks strange even to me. So if you got into that at that time, you were a little bit earlier than me. So that was 36. That was 35. So you wouldn't have gotten that. You wouldn't have got into this until here, somewhere when this green candle, and you could have had TP1 on that. Okay. And if you think, if something doesn't make sense to you, do not stay silent. Put a comment on in and ask me, okay? They'll always answer your questions. So if something doesn't make sense to you, just ask me. So 2 minutes. We're celebrating because we have shower doors after about 8 weeks. So it had to be a custom order and nobody would deliver them. Kept promising. So Gareth was quite excited that we actually have some shower doors, and I may be able to have a shower tomorrow or the next day in my own house. So market is now, so it's doing what it did here, up here now. It's just shifted the goalpost a little bit and it's just ranging in there now. So 39 minutes, got 1 more minute. Playing silly buggers. And you can get caught out, yeah? When it doesn't decide what to do, yeah? The trade cards do the data, but the market's not behaving according to the data. Yeah, they're just out of sync. Data and the market are out of sync. So let's see what the dollar's doing, because dollar looks, yeah. So you see dollar's been dropping from here, 101.224 to 101.09. So that's, gold generally starts buying when the dollar's selling. So there is a correlation. That's why I only have those 2 indicators on my charts, gold and the dollar. Yeah, I don't want my system or myself, my head to be corrupted by anything else. So I don't look at the price of Bitcoin. I don't care. Yeah, it makes no difference to me what it does. I don't trade it, don't want to trade it, doesn't interest me. Yeah. It's great for criminals and drug dealers. Nothing else. So market is, as I said, you could have had TP1, TP2 on that now. 41. Sorry, I don't know whether I missed that one. Still a buy. Market still showing a buy. So we had a sell, which is what the data will look like. Be very, very careful. Market's really, really tight. There's a 70% buy. So that's it. But you don't enter a buy when there is a sell going on. So until it turns around, if I was going to enter, I would enter then. Drop. So again, maybe choke now, change of character. There she goes. Wouldn't have entered any of those. There were two, they were just selling. All the candles are selling. You wouldn't have taken any of those trades if you'd follow the rules. For a rules basis, always follow the rules, okay? Edwin pointed out 54%. Yeah, that wasn't a great trade to take. Broke my own rule, stayed in it, in profit now for this drop.
I'm gonna watch yourself. Watch yourself.
43 minutes, 2 more minutes. And then we have 45, 50, and 55. We just have 3 more trade cards to take together. So if you're going to trade with me, then prepare to close trading for the day at 3 o'clock. You're going to carry on. Make sure you get access to the trade cards. If you're new, scan that QR code. You can have a light version of our cards. If you go over to Telegram and search for me, I don't operate a group under my own name. It's TWK Community and TWK VIP. There is a Cam Johal. It's a complete and utter scam. They're trying to get Bitcoin out of you. So be careful. It's not me. I've reported it twice. If Telegram do something about it, great. If they don't, great. I would never ever ask you for money, okay? Keep saying that because I don't want anybody to fall foul, especially somebody using my name. I won't ask you for crypto. I won't ask you for anything. I won't ask you for any money. I won't ask you to send me anything. Yeah. And if you trade with me, you put money into your own verified account, not mine. I do not handle anybody's cash at all. I don't charge any fees. And if we ever sell you something from a case of consultancy, then you'll know about that. Agree to that, but I don't presently offer anything. Reason I say that, never to say never. There are people that want to hire me for certain aspects of their life, but that's something that we do after a call. You won't ever get a message from me, send me £10,000, okay? Idiots, I don't know what the problem is with people. So 45, let's take this next trade card. It's a bit all over the place now. So sell comes up. Be careful. Be careful. Buy, sell is when the system and the market are all over the place in terms of buy, sell, buy, sell. So raging market, don't get caught out. Okay? I'm not saying don't trade. I'm saying be careful. There is a difference. See what I mean? Crazy stuff. That's what it does. Yeah. Selling nicely, suddenly reverses. Sometimes just shaking out all the stop losses. Yeah, shaking out the retail traders before it makes its move. Going down again. 47, 2 minutes. We take the next trade card. Still a tight range this afternoon. Had some decent profits in the first hour. This hour has been very challenging, but the market generally is. So 48.50. Been quiet because nothing's really going on in the market. It's buying, selling, buying, selling, buying, selling. Very tight range, very difficult to really make any trades and make any money. But when it is moving, it's moving in the opposite direction of where we're expecting it. So I think I'm going to drop personally. One personal opinion count, okay? That's not a trade tip, by the way. Like Spider Sense. Remember, Edwin? Camera got Spider Sense. Really, Edwin? By the way, I'm laughing with you, and I would never ever laugh at anybody. Only myself, which I'm allowed to, right? So coming up to the end of our session, got 10 minutes left. We're going to press the button in 1 minute on the last but one trade card for the afternoon. We've been here for 2 hours. Yep, we've had some nice trades earlier on. Not so nice. It's been a difficult hour or a difficult couple of hours. This morning was certainly a better time for selling. But sorry, of trading. Yeah, we had somebody with 9% on a trade. I did probably about 5.5%. So if we look at the day range now here, it's heading back towards the 40, which is what it did. I think it's about 6 o'clock, 6:30 this morning, something like that. I did that. Right? So heading lower, which I think is where it's going to go. Yeah. But 40 was the reaction. It couldn't get below that. May try it again. We don't know. And quite frankly, it doesn't really matter to us. It's just nice to have some background. It's 50. One more after this. Sell 65%. Green candle. So be careful. Remember, if you're following that rule, don't enter that trade until it turns red. And again, from what we've seen in the market, it could just reverse right back up and knock you out again. Now it's red. Now think about whether you want to trade that trade or not. It's not red. Okay? There you go. Maybe it'd be more sensible to see a red candle close on the 1 minute and take your trade on the second one. It'd save you from getting burnt a lot. It might hinder you with a little bit of profit now and then, but you know what? You forget about the winning trades. You only remember the losing ones, unfortunately. See what it's doing. Even within that minute candle, look at what it's doing. Up, down, up, down, up, down. "52 minutes. So after 3 minutes, 3 months of refurbishment, we've seen some results. We saw some wallpaper go up this morning, which is very exciting. Shower doors fitting, which is really exciting. Because everything breaks first, right? They smash it all up, and then things start coming together. $52. I stayed in that sell from earlier. So we're going to take the last trade card of the afternoon with me, although the market will continue, as will the trade card. So you can trade right up till 10 o'clock and then stop for an hour and start trading again at 11. So the beautiful thing about this system is it's not a human being that needs time off. So the system runs when the market's open, which is 23 hours a day. So you can choose when you trade rather than it telling you that I'm only working these hours. Doesn't have days off, doesn't go on holiday, doesn't get sick. Helps you trade on your terms. 54. 1 more minute. We take the last trade card of the afternoon. So coming back a little, still going down. Yeah. Got ABBA playing on in the boys' radio. It brings back some memories. They have some kind of classic music on, so the old ones are the best, right? Sell 63%. Yeah. TP5 is 58. It's quite a bit lower than this. Doesn't mean it's going to do it. Just doesn't mean it's going to do it, okay? Just my reference point. It's how confident the system is. How far lower we can go from where we are. Yeah, we're at 70, 120 pips. That's enough for you, right? So we're selling. I think it's been to TP1 already. 69. Yeah, 67 was TP1. 69. I'm in this trade. Can't beat ABBA, Dancing Queen, right? Right, I'm going to shut that door on myself, even though it's suffer. I don't know what kind of machine that is. So, sitting on my entry point, a little bit of profit, 70. So, not really doing anything at the moment. I think it's going to creep down personally. I think it could shoot down. Could. Or could do that. Right? So we had a little bit of profit on that trade. I think it's struggling to go up, and it's struggling to come down. Of course, they've got this news coming at 7 o'clock today. It's the minutes of the Fed meeting. But then that'd be interesting what they have to say, because as we were saying, that statement would already be prepared. Then Trump has said, no deal with Iran, it's all off, and it's all over. I think they've figured him out. He needs this war to end. They don't care. They're not going to elections in November. It's all politics, isn't it? It's awful. It's absolutely awful, awful, awful. I want to thank you for accompanying me this afternoon. Thank you for all your support. Thank you for all your questions, Edwin. Absolutely appreciate it. And a few others this afternoon. So, good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. And then we had a couple of comments on, in terms of, thank you very much for everything you do. And then all your private messages, really appreciate those. Obviously, I don't read those out. I read the questions out. Appreciate the support there. And I will be with you at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, no matter how hot it is. Right? So Thursday tomorrow, that's the last full day we do. So Fridays we're on in the morning from 8 till 10. Then I finish. I don't do Friday afternoon. And then I was talking about my working day. Then I try and finish that day and then be done with it, kind of thing. So we're hot, we're sticky, we're bothered. Want to get to the gym, have a few legs of the pool, nice and cool, before dinner tonight. So I hope you enjoy the rest of your afternoon. I hope if you're going to carry on trading, be careful. Don't. You're doing a house refurb as well. Amazing. What you're doing. I'll talk to you about that tomorrow, Edwin. And yeah, so we're going to wrap up now for the afternoon. So look after yourselves. Be careful. Trade profitably. Don't break your own rules. Oh, that's better. Oh, I can breathe. Yeah, we definitely need to rethink things, haven't we? So I'm looking for cooling fans and air conditioning, that kind of stuff. So there was a sell, and 70 is where it's at. 67 was TP1. So we'll see what the market does. I'll leave you guys to it. It's 3 o'clock and that's my time. So appreciate your support. Thank you so much. And that's a wrap.